Welcome to this foundation training. This will be a good workout for your lower back. Fix up your posture, make you nice and strong. Let's get into it. Bring your legs nice and wide. Slight bend in the knees. Knees bent, hips back, arms back. Really pay attention. Your shoulders are as open as possible. Back is braced. Press your chest a little further forward. Pull the hips back just a little bit. Take a deep breath. Keep your weight back on your heels and don't let your knees come forward. Slowly bring your arms all the way in front of you. As the arms come up, you're going to feel that tension really increasing your lower spine. Press your chest further forward, reach your arms out as far as you can, push your hips back a little bit more. From here, take a deep breath in, bring your arms across your chest, shoulders pull back. 15 good mornings. Pay attention to what's happening in the lower back. Make sure your lower back is tensed and all the movement is happening at your lower back and butt muscles. Chest high. You should feel a stretch in the hamstrings every time you push the chest forward. Keep going through it. Keep the knees slightly bent. Push the arms straight back after you 15. Bend the knees a little bit more. Push the arms straight out ahead of you. Lift your chest high. Lift your arms up as high as you can. We're going to hold it for as tight as possible for 10 seconds. Your lower back should be burning. Go ahead and turn your thumbs down and lift your arms up as high as possible. 5 more seconds. Deep breath in. As you exhale, stretch all the way down. As you stretch down, both knees are going to stay bent. Push your weight back on your heels. Walk your hands forward about 6 inches. Lean all the way back behind your heels. Press through the heels. Push your arches down into the ground. Stretch your hamstrings as hard as you can. Keep on pulling back. Your hamstrings should be trembling. That little tremble is what we want. Makes all the little changes. Keep stretching. Deep breath. As you exhale, push back to the knees. Hands in the shins. Brace your spine as tight as you can. Arch your back. Push your hips back. Push your arms straight back behind you. Chest comes up. Lower back up. Pull the shoulders down towards your butt and lift your arms even higher behind you. Really accentuate that upper back extension here. Take a deep breath in. Slowly bring the arms all the way up without the chest coming up at all. Tight as you can get at the lower spine. 10 more seconds. If you're shaking, that's good. Lift up a little higher. Tense up a little bit more. Press your knees a little bit toward together. Take a deep breath in. Stand all the way up and exhale. Bring your right leg forward, left leg back. Watch your knee here. Your knee wants to go forward. Don't let it go forward. Don't let it come any further than parallel. Shoulders back, chest up high. You're going to stretch that left hip flexor for a bit. Both arms straight up in the air. Pull slowly back into extension. As you pull back, I want you to side bend towards the right. We're opening up the left hip, the ribs, all the way down to the hip flexor. Both feet are in the same direction. Your hips are square. Press up as hard as you can on the back foot, on the toes. The only part of your body moving is the foot. Press up and down about 10 times, nice and slow. You're going to get a big stretch on that left hip flexor. Keep reaching that arms up as high as you can. Keep pulling back. Do a couple more of those. Let your arms drop. Open up your chest as much as you can. Bend that right knee just a little bit more. Keep your spine braced. Press your chest forward. Don't let that knee come forward. All of that tension goes into the right hip, right hamstring. Lower back stays braced. Arms behind you. Chest pushes forward. Lift your chest up. Bring your thumbs out to the sides. Externally rotate the shoulders. Pull the shoulders down towards your butt. 10 seconds right here. Deep breaths. Create as much space in the front of the body as possible. Slowly bring your arms all the way up. Reach them straight on in front of you. Hinge forward as far as you can. Reach those arms all the way forward. Press through that heel. Bring those arms up as high as possible. Bring the arms back down about 6 inches. We're going to slowly rotate out towards the right, keeping the chest high. You can alternate between movements or you can do a static hold. Make sure your chest is high, back is braced, right hip is really tight. Press through that right heel, come back to the center. Arms across your chest, shoulders back. 10 forward hinges. Right knee does not move forward. All the force is at the right butt muscle. Right hamstring, lower back is tight. Upper body is moving as one unit, no bending. Increasing that stretch in the hamstring every time you press down. After about 10 of those, let your arms drop. Chest up a little higher. Come back into extension. Stand up. Left leg forward, right leg back. Same thing. Lunge stretch. Shoulders back, chest up high. Slight bend in that left knee. Don't let it come too far forward. Don't let your quad work for you. Let it be all in your glutes. Interlock your fingers, palms up, side bend towards the left. Big opening from the rib cage all the way down into the hip flexor. Press up on the toes on that back foot, up and down. The only part of your body moving is the foot, that right ankle joint. Every time you press that heel back, you're stretching that fascia, the connective tissue, and that whole chain affects every part of your body, posture, back. The slower you move, the more tissue change you make, the better. After about 10, let your arms drop. Press your chest forward as far as you can. Tension in the lower spine. Chest stays high. Push the arms straight out ahead of you. Reach out as far as possible. Build that tension into that left glute, left hamstring. Lift your arms as high as you can. Work really hard into that left heel. Tense up the hips. Tense up the spine. Slowly bring those arms back down. Rotate all the way out to the left, or you can do a static hold out to the left. Either one's going to be good. Press through that left heel. Chest high, back tight. Come back to the center, arms across your chest, shoulders pull back, 10 forward hinges. All of that tension is in the glute. Lower back is extended and tense. Movement is all at the left glute, left hamstring. Shoulders stay back. After 10 of these, let the arms drop, let the chest up, back into extension, stand all the way up. Wide legs as wide as you can go, nice and wide. Knees bent, back braced, arms straight back behind you. First founder position. Extend your spine, sit back on the heels. Butt muscles are really supporting your entire body. Slowly bring your arms straight in front of your chest. Press your arms forward as far as possible. Push your hips back behind you. Take a deep breath in. 10 to 15 seconds as hard as you can. Lift the arms up. Your lower back should be trembling. Keep on holding it. Deep breath in. As you exhale, arms across your chest, shoulders pull back. We're going to go 10 slow good mornings. Pulling up with the butt muscles, stretching down. Butt muscles and hamstrings to support the entire upper body as it comes up. Shoulders back, chest high. Keep going. After 10 of these, put your arms straight back behind you. Press the knees back just a little bit. Bring the arms all the way up without the chest coming up at all. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, straight all the way down. Pull the hips back. Walk your hands forward a few inches if you like to. Pull your hips back. Weight into the heels. Keep your right arm down. We're going to lift up the left arm into a full rotation. 10 big rotations. Make sure your torso is rotating, not just the shoulder. Opening up that torso from the hips. As you pull back, you're going to feel that stretch go right up into the right abductor, right inner leg muscle, big muscle. 10 of these, you're going to switch sides, left arm down, right arm rotates up, hips pull back, chest high, rotate as much as you can. Good. After 10 of those, knees bent just a little bit more, hands back to the shins, chest up, arch the back as side as you can. Again, lower back's not done yet. Push the arms straight back behind you, chest up nice and high, extend the spine, bring the arms across your chest, and you do 10 more good mornings. Really get into those butt muscles and lower back. Don't let your lower back bend at all. If it bends, you're screwing up the exercise. Straight up and down, whole upper body's moving as one unit. After 10 of these, push your arms straight back, lift the chest up high, bring the arms straight out in front of you. You're going to press your elbows together, 90 degrees, palms touching, each finger pressing together as hard as you can. Each finger is squeezing, palms are squeezing, elbows are touching. You're going to press up as high as possible. Don't let the elbows separate. If they separate, it's a silly exercise. It doesn't work. Keep pushing up 10 to 15 times through that full range of motion. This is probably the hardest thing you're going to do. It's really worth it though. Take a deep breath in, keep the hips back, arms straight back behind you, chest forward. Deep breath in, slowly bring the arms up as high as you can. Take a few seconds bringing them up. Bring that tension right back into that spine. Deep breath. One more. Press the elbows together, hands together, forearms together, fingers together. 10 lifts right here. Don't let the forearms separate. Keep the fingers together. If it's too difficult, just keep your arms up and squeeze. Arms up behind you. Stand up and exhale. Last thing, one lunge stretch on each leg. Right leg forward, left leg back. One more minute. Shoulders back. Bring both arms straight up over your head. Pull back into extension. Just open up on that left side. So your side bending towards the right. Hold that big deep breath. Open up that whole left side. Come back to the center. Switch legs. Left leg forward, right leg back. Shoulders back, chest open. Both arms go straight up in the air. Pull back into extension. Side stretch. Reach those arms up. Reach back. Heel all the way up to the fingers. Big stretch. Deep breath in. Let your arms drop. Go ahead and stand all the way up. Shake it off a little bit. If you do this every day, you'll never get back pain.